They hosted the perfect family Christmas, in the house their forgotten daughter was secretly paying for. The tree was tall, the lights were warm, the golden child posted photos online with captions about family blessings. But there was one person missing. Rachel, the quiet daughter, the one who had paid the mortgage for 3 years after her father lost his job, the one who sent money every month and asked for nothing, the one they told not to come, because her golden sister wanted a peaceful holiday. Rachel did not scream, she did not beg, she simply stopped the next payment, and when the bank called 2 weeks later, the family finally discovered the Christmas miracle had not been love. It had been Rachel. Rachel Harper was used to being cropped out, sometimes literally. Family photos always seemed to place her on the edge. Her younger sister Lauren stood in the middle. Bright smile, perfect hair, perfect timing. Their mother Diane called Lauren Sunshine. Their father Paul called her our little star. Rachel was called responsible. That sounds like praise. But in the Harper house, responsible meant you can handle being disappointed. Lauren cried and got comfort. Rachel cried and got told to be strong. Lauren changed majors 3 times and got encouragement. Rachel worked full-time while finishing night classes and got asked to help with rent. She did help. At first it was small, a utility bill, groceries, car insurance. Then Paul lost his job. Diane called Rachel crying. We are going to lose the house. Rachel was 27, living in a 1-bedroom apartment, still paying student loans, still trying to build a life that belonged to her. But she loved that house. Not because of her parents, because of the memories she kept trying to protect. So she helped. 1 payment became 3 years. Every month Rachel sent money. Her parents promised they would pay her back. Then they stopped saying that. Eventually they acted like her help was normal. Lauren never asked how the house was still standing, or maybe she knew enough not to ask. Rachel did not push. She told herself family was complicated. But deep down, she knew the truth. She was not being loved. She was being used quietly. The first year, Rachel still received thank you calls. Diane would say, "I do not know what we would do without you." Paul would say, "I will make it up to you when things turn around." Rachel believed them, or maybe she needed to. The second year, the gratitude became shorter. "Can you send it by Friday? Did the transfer go through? Your father is stressed, so please do not bring up money right now." By the third year, nobody called it help anymore. It was just expected. Rachel knew the mortgage due date better than Diane did. She knew the late fee schedule. She knew the loan number by heart. She knew which bank representative would answer if there was a problem. And still, when Lauren flew home from California, Diane filled the refrigerator with her favorite food. When Rachel visited after work, Diane handed her a sponge. "Since you are here, can you wipe down the counters?" Rachel wiped the counters, because that was who she had trained herself to be. Useful, quiet, low maintenance, but being low maintenance in the wrong family is dangerous. People start confusing your silence with consent. One night, Rachel looked at her bank account after sending the monthly payment. The balance made her stomach tighten. She had canceled dinner with friends again, delayed a dentist appointment again, skipped buying a winter coat again. And at that exact moment, Lauren posted a picture from a rooftop bar in Los Angeles. Caption, "Learning to put myself first." Rachel stared at that sentence until the screen went dark. Put myself first. She wondered what that felt like. 3 days before Christmas, Rachel was sitting on the floor of her apartment, wrapping gifts. A sweater for Paul, a candle set for Diane, a small necklace for Lauren. She had even bought a little ornament with the family name printed across it. For one foolish second, she let herself feel hopeful. Maybe this year would be different. Then her phone rang. "Mom," Rachel answered with tape still stuck to her finger. Diane's voice came through soft and careful. "Rachel, honey, we need to talk." Rachel went still. There was something about that voice. The voice Diane used when she had already made a decision, but wanted Rachel to act like she had agreed to it. "Lauren has been under a lot of stress," Diane said. "She wants Christmas to feel peaceful this year." Rachel looked at the half-wrapped gifts on the floor. "What does that have to do with me?" Diane sighed. "Do not make it difficult." There it was. The sentence Rachel had heard her whole life. When Lauren wanted something, Rachel was supposed to become smaller. When Lauren felt uncomfortable, Rachel was supposed to disappear. Diane continued, "Maybe this year you stay home. We will do something after the holidays." Rachel did not speak. She looked at the gifts, then at the laptop on her desk. The mortgage confirmation email was still open. The house they were asking her not to enter was the same house she had been paying to save. Rachel swallowed hard. "Does Dad know you are asking me this?" Diane paused, then said, "We both think it is best." Rachel looked down at the ornament in her hand. The family name looked almost cruel now. She said only one word. "Okay." Diane sounded relieved. "Oh, good. I knew you would understand." But Rachel did not understand. Not anymore. She simply ended the call, and for the first time in 3 years, she did not schedule the next payment. On Christmas morning, Rachel did not go anywhere. The gifts stayed beside the couch. The apartment was quiet. Too quiet. She told herself she was fine. Then Lauren posted the family photos. The caption read, "Nothing matters more than family. So grateful for the home my parents built." Rachel stared at those words. The home my parents built. In the photo, Lauren stood between Diane and Paul. The fireplace glowed behind them. The house looked warm, safe, full. Rachel knew exactly how much was owed on that fireplace, because for 3 years, she had been the invisible foundation under that perfect picture. Rachel did not comment. She did not text. She simply took screenshots. 2 weeks later, Diane called. This time, her voice was not soft. It was sharp. "Did something happen with the mortgage?" Rachel sat at her desk. "Yes. What happened?" "I stopped paying it." Silence. Then Paul grabbed the phone. "You what?" Rachel said calmly. "I stopped paying for the house I was not welcome in." Diane gasped. "That is cruel." Rachel almost laughed. Cruel. Not excluding her from Christmas. Not using her money. Not letting Lauren play princess in a house Rachel was saving. No. Cruel was Rachel finally refusing to keep the lie alive. Paul said, "We could lose the house." Rachel answered, "I know. That is what you told me 3 years ago." The family meeting happened on a Saturday. Rachel agreed to come because she wanted to say it once, in person. Diane cried at the dining table. Paul looked ashamed but angry. Lauren sat with crossed arms. Rachel placed a folder on the table. Bank transfers, mortgage receipts, emails, 3 years of proof. Lauren looked at the papers. Her face changed. "You paid all this?" Rachel nodded. Lauren turned to their parents. "You told me Dad handled it," Diane said. "We did not want you to worry," Rachel said. "You did not mind me worrying." That line ended the room. Lauren looked smaller after that. For the first time, the golden child had to see the machinery behind her comfort. Paul rubbed his face. "We were going to tell you." Rachel shook her head. "No. You were going to keep letting me pay until I asked for basic respect. Then you called me dramatic." Diane whispered, "What do you want from us?" Rachel looked at her mother. That question was almost funny, because Rachel used to want so much. An apology, a hug, a Christmas invitation, a place in the photo. But now, she wanted less, much less. "I want my name off your emergencies." Rachel left the house before anyone found a better way to blame her. She did not slam the door. She did not wait for Diane to cry again. She did not wait for Paul to say one more sentence about hard times. She simply picked up her folder, walked past the Christmas boxes, stacked near the hallway, and stepped out into the cold afternoon. For 3 years, that house had pulled money from her life like a second rent. A quieter apartment, canceled plans, delayed appointments, a winter coat she kept putting back on the store rack. All of it had gone into walls where her name was not welcome. So Rachel went home and opened a new savings account. Not for her parents, not for emergencies that somehow always became hers, for herself. The first deposit was small, almost embarrassingly small. But when she clicked confirm, she stared at the screen longer than she expected. Because for once, the money did not disappear into someone else's comfort. It stayed with her. Over the next few months, the family house changed in ways Rachel only heard about from other people. Paul picked up contract work. Diane sold the formal dining set she used to polish before holidays. Lauren helped at first. She posted less, called more. Then, when the numbers became real and the attention stopped feeling like sympathy, she slowly stepped back. That hurt Rachel less than it should have. Maybe because she had already known the truth. Lauren was loved as the center of the family. Rachel had been used as the backup power, and backup power is only noticed when the lights go out. Eventually, the house was sold. Not lost, sold. Paul tried to make that distinction sound like pride. Diane tried to make it sound like betrayal. Rachel heard both versions and chose not to carry either one. That next December, she did not buy matching gifts out of habit. She did not wait for an invitation. She rented a small cabin with 2 close friends. There was no perfect family photo, no staged caption, no golden child in the center. Just soup on the stove, snow against the windows, and a crooked little tree with lights that refused to hang straight. Her phone buzzed once. A message from Lauren. "I did not know, I'm sorry." Rachel read it twice. She believed the first sentence. She was not sure about the second, so she did not answer right away. Instead, she set the phone face down, laughed at something her friend said from the kitchen, and let the room stay warm without trying to earn her place in it. Rachel's story is not about revenge. It is about the moment a person stops confusing usefulness with love. For years, her family treated her sacrifice like a household bill, expected, but she was not their bank account. She was not their backup plan, and she was done paying for a home where she was not even welcome. That is the part her family never understood. Rachel did not destroy the house. She stopped saving a lie, and sometimes walking away is not revenge. It is the first honest thing you do for yourself. So now I want to ask you, if you were Rachel, would you forgive them? Or would you walk away forever and protect your peace?